We often focus on the parts of ourselves we wish were different. The perceived flaws, the shortcomings, the quirks that make us feel less than. These are the parts we try to hide, we try to change. We even try to reject them outright. But what if the key to true self-love isn't found in fixing these parts, but in accepting them? When I was in grade school, and I think maybe even into high school, I used to sit at my desk like this because I hated my big nose. Someone must have said something to me about it in a negative way, because it became one of the many things in my life that I hated, that I tried to hide, tried to fix or change. Just another one of the things, albeit a little thing, but something else that helped diminish my already low self-esteem. It has been a lifelong journey to get to the place I am now. It's a place of self-acceptance. Self-acceptance can be a powerful act of kindness towards yourself. Instead of seeing these aspects of who you are as burdens or as mistakes, what if you treated them with the same compassion that you would extend to someone you love? Imagine if the very traits you dislike in yourself were present in your child or in your grandchild or your very best friend. Would you berate them for these things? Would you look at them with disdain and wonder why they didn't change them? Would you judge them? Of course not. You'd see them for who they are, a beautiful, complex, and unique person deserving of your love and understanding. You'd likely say you're amazing, just as you are. You wouldn't let these small imperfections overshadow the wonderful person standing before you. Why then is it so hard to offer that same grace to yourself? Loving yourself doesn't mean you have to believe you're perfect. It doesn't require you to ignore areas where you'd like to grow or to improve. But it does mean recognizing that every part of you, yes, even the parts that for whatever reason you struggle with or even dislike, contribute to the whole unique person that you are, the person that God made, the person that God loves. Those traits might be the very things that give you character and depth and humanity. Think about the people in your life who love you. They don't love you because you're flawless. They love you because you're you, with all your quirks and your struggles and your imperfections. They're all part of what makes you relatable and real. So why not take that same perspective and turn it inward? The next time you catch yourself criticizing something about who you are, pause. Imagine that trait belonged to someone that you cherish. How would you talk to them about it? What words of kindness and reassurance would you offer them? Then turn those words into yourself. Speak to yourself with the same love and compassion. Another little practice is to imagine yourself as a child. Look at yourself in a mirror, and in your mind's eye, see the sweet, innocent, loving child you were. Notice how beautiful everything about you is. What if this little girl came home from school upset because someone made fun of her? What would you say to her? How would you soothe her? Say and do the same things to yourself, for yourself. I know this might seem ridiculous right now, but when I am feeling down or upset, I wrap my arms around myself and give myself a big hug. You'd be surprised how much it helps. So imagine wrapping your arms around this beautiful little child that is you and hug her tight. Over time, you'll find that these practices will soften your self-criticism and then start to transform it. You'll begin to see those parts of yourself in a whole new light, not with obstacles to be conquered or erased, but instead opportunities to deepen your self-understanding and your self-love. The truth is, loving yourself isn't about reaching a state of perfection. It's about embracing the full, messy, imperfect human that makes you who you are. And in accepting that, you'll find a freedom and peace that no amount of external validation can ever provide. But it's important to realize that self-acceptance is not a destination. It's a continuous journey, one that unfolds in layers as we grow and evolve. There will be days when it feels easier to offer yourself grace, and other days when old insecurities resurface and bring up all the doubts you thought you'd outgrown. And that's okay. Growth isn't linear, and healing doesn't happen all at once. The key is not to judge yourself for having these moments, but to accept them and meet them with curiosity and compassion. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now, and why? Instead of pushing the discomfort away or pushing it into yourself, lean into it as if you were comforting a friend. This practice allows you to create a space within yourself, a place where all your feelings, even the hard ones, are welcome without fear of rejection. And here's the beautiful part. The more you practice self-acceptance, the more it ripples outward into your other relationships. When you stop judging yourself so harshly, you naturally become less judgmental. And that means less judgmental of others. You begin to see people through the same compassionate lens you've cultivated for yourself. This shift not only deepens your connections, but also attracts healthier, more authentic relationships into your life. You'll find that as you embrace your own imperfections, you inspire others to do the same. Your journey becomes a beacon of hope, silently saying to the world, it's okay to be fully, unapologetically you. And in loving this truth, you don't just find self-acceptance and love, you embody it. So let go of the struggle to change or hide the parts of yourself you don't like. Welcome them, accept them, love them as you would love someone dear to you. Because in the end, you are someone dear to you too.